I'm cool with being my man's slave. I'm cool with being his everything. Y'all be in my comments like, oh, he's still gonna cheat. And if he do that, what that gotta do with me? You think I'm gonna stop treating a person the way they should be treated based on a theory, based on something that might not ever happen because you think it's gonna happen or because it happened to you before? You think I'm gonna stop pleasing my man and being his everything and making him love me even more every day because of something that might not ever happen? You guys live off of fear. I don't live off of fear. I live in the moment. In the moment, I'm happy. In the moment, I feel good. In the moment, I want him to feel good. In the moment, I just want to be his everything. I am a pleaser. I'm okay with just making him happy all day. I'm okay with just doing the little things to make him excited. I want him to come home and yearn for me. I want him to be at work and think about me. I want every moment for him to be like, damn, man, I miss my baby. She's my everything. When he's stuck in his thoughts, I want him to come to me to help him, you know what I'm saying, deliberate whatever's in his mind. That's a thrill that I get out of my man. Like, I love it. Tighten up.
We got a banger today, friends. We have a lot going on today. Very important message I have for you at the end of this episode. Episode number 100, by the way. 100. I can't believe we did 100 episodes. Crazy, intense. Stick around to the end. I have 7 principles for you to maintain a healthy relationship and or marriage. This young lady, let me start with the comments, okay? First of all, I didn't see any pick me comments, but I'm sure they were in there. I didn't drill down too far. But the men in this young lady's comments, oh, they were in her comment section heavy. Protect this woman. She's the one. Will you marry me? You know how those comments went. This comment section lit. I didn't even see that many females in this comment section of this video. So she's talking all the right stuff to some of the men out there. I do have a little bit of a caution when we heard that word slave, wanting to please. I get it, but let us not be crazy and not set any healthy boundaries, okay? Some people will abuse you, will use you, will destroy you physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm not lying, friends. So I hope we have enough common sense as adults and we're not so broken that we would find ourselves in abusive relationships. Talk to me. So I admire the willingness to be submissive, to serve, to please, to give oneself fully, to not worry about the what ifs, what if they cheat. But when she said he is cheating, so what? Disease is the so what. Like the disease, the bringing you home something from outside. The fleas, right? You lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. The STDs, the STIs, they got stuff you can't get rid of. So before I even touch on the moral perspective, the idea of a covenant and the fact that you are supposed to be with one person of the opposite sex in holy matrimony, becoming and being one flesh, the God factor, okay? Before we even just have to mention that, common sense speaking, at a practical level, I don't want any STDs. Come on, friends. Talk to me. Like, please, don't do me like that. I don't want a broken heart. I don't know any woman who has ever been cheated on who blossomed, grew, flourished in that relationship going forward. Or is it just me? You're anxious, you're angry, you don't trust. How can you really give yourself fully to your spouse now? Ladies, let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Let me know. Let me know if I've misspoken. I was married, friends, almost 18 years, together almost 20. I don't know a woman on planet Earth that is like 2 thumbs up for her getting cheated on. It's good if you don't bring any baggage from a old relationship into the new relationship. So I'm definitely on board with that. I admire, again, her willingness to not get sucked down the whirlpool of feminism and hating men. I dig that. But there's nothing wrong with setting boundaries, friends, and desiring and choosing to be in a healthy relationship and not settling for an unhealthy relationship, especially if you're running around here fornicating and you're not married and you're not doing the whole to death do me part thing. And here's the other thing too. To give this level of commitment to a person who has not reciprocated to give you the same level of commitment is just the predecessor to a broken heart, to trauma, to brokenness. And sometimes, we live in this area and we flourish in this area. Well, not flourish. We die in this area in these type of relationships because we don't know what a healthy relationship looks like. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you 7 principles today to help you maintain, even some of them identify a healthy relationship, which we've covered many times here. We're on episode 100, friends. Crazy. But I want to play another video for you first, and then we'll get into those principles.
Over 50% of women over 40 are on antidepressants. Let that sink in. Half of an entire generation of women medicated just to cope with life. And no, this is not just about a chemical imbalance. It's about what's really happening to women.
I need to fact check that. That's a really high number, but a believable number.
I waited for my husband for so many years, and I'm just getting mad, and I'm about to turn 40. There's a lot of stress on me right now.
I'm 38 years old. I've never been married. I've never had children. I have 3 cats in my house.
I'll be 41 next week, and I'm going to tell you. I'm going to really tell you the shit. So after the age of basically 32, that is when you're just going to date people that are coming off of divorce.
I am 50 years old and I have never been married and I don't have kids. And I know that some people think that is a red flag.
I'm 45 and child-free and I regret not having children.
No, I'm not the only person that feels this way. I'm turning 40 next year and I'm single with no children.
You ever have those days at work where you wish you would have married that attorney when you were 27 years old for his children?
Anybody else struggling with dating after their 40s?
Are there any men left out there in this entire universe that prefers a woman in her 40s with a natural body?
No one tells you just how lonely your 40s can be.
I do get very triggered around going to my brother's at Christmas and all the kids being there and I'm the only single person there, and I've started feeling, I mean, he doesn't know this, but I feel I can't help it, and it brings me shame.
So they call this the wall, I think, in the red pill space. Friends, I want 100 episodes. Okay, I started this podcast because I had run into red pill content online. I didn't know what it was called then when I first had run into it. And I just remember hearing this advice from middle-aged to younger age men, encouraging younger men to have a bunch of sex, to fornicate, sleep with all these women. And I was just like, man, if any young person gets a hold of this is going to ruin their life. And I set out to put out good advice from the owner's manual because you can't improve on God. And then I realized I wanted to showcase healthy married couples and what that looked like, to encourage younger people that were single, that love was still here. You can still find it. You can still do it. Don't believe everything you hear online. In the sense that it doesn't reflect every person on planet Earth. It doesn't reflect every person in America, but maybe a subgroup of individuals that have made certain decisions in their younger years that have now led them to this place where they are currently. The 40s is no joke. Being single in your 40s is real. Everything changes. The landscape changes. People have went through life. You are concerned if you meet a person who is single, no kids, in their 40s. You want to know why. And the list goes on. Hitting the wall is real. Thought it was sweet, wanted to party when you were younger, and you end up here. But I hope that over the course of 99 episodes, we've done at least a little bit of a good job in giving you the tools, the principles that you can use to actually find someone to be evenly yoked with, and to know you can have a successful marriage, right? That is possible. That is very, very possible. Let me get into my first tip for you today. Number one tip, uno, God first. Things you should already know, friends. If you've been here since the beginning, God first. He is the center. Everyone is if everyone is being drawn to God, if everyone is going to God, then you'll all meet in the center. Christ is the center. God is the center. He's over the relationship. He's over you, over the spouses. He's the boss. He's in charge. You guys are reading, praying together, witnessing together. You get the same motives, same desires, planning to go to the same place, have the same thoughts about end times, about current times. And you have the owner's manual to guide your steps in your marriage. You can't go wrong keeping God first. Marry someone that's in your faith. Marry someone that's of your denomination. Court them, be serious, lock in. Court them with the intention to marry them. If they can't be the mother or father of your children, if they can't be your co-laborer in God's vineyard, in God's work, what are you doing with them other than wasting your time and their time? God first. The sunset rule of conflict. Unresolved anger is the primary breeding ground for bitterness and also resentment. The Bible offers a literal time limit for processing anger to prevent it from festering. You may remember Ephesians 4, verses 26 and 27. In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. And do not give the devil a foothold. This is good, friends. A lot of times we respond out of passion. We respond in haste and we make things worse. And then we will delay. We will drag our feet. We'll put it off, and that letting it fester just makes it worse because it's not being dealt with. And sometimes we like to be angry just for the sake of being angry. Have mercy. And we think that's going to produce a good, healthy relationship. Agree that you will not go to sleep with active hostility. Okay? This is what it looks like in practice. If you cannot resolve the issue by bedtime, agree to a ceasefire. Wave the white flags equally. You can say, hey, I'm still angry and we haven't fixed this yet, but I love you and I am committed to fixing this tomorrow. Let's rest now, get some sleep. Let's sleep on it. This protects the relationship, friends, even while the issue remains unsolved. You can thank me later. Number 3, practice, leave, and cleave. You may remember we covered this in previous episodes. For this cause shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Come under the new roof, and all the family can't come. We had to have our own nest with our own chicks, with our own eggs, with our own birds, with our own family. I didn't marry your mama. You didn't marry my mama. We married one another. We are now one flesh, inseparable. Don't tell everybody in your family your business. Listen, unless you're in danger, and I mean danger, keep your mouth shut. Keep your business your business. Remember in the garden, it was Adam, Eve, and the serpent. That third party led to the fall of humanity. Let this stick in, friends. Let this stick in your brains. Never vent about your spouse. Don't be out there talking bad about them, putting their business on the street, making the other family members hate them because you're having a bad episode with them. Facts? You need that united front. United front against the rest of the family. United front against your kids. Y'all need to be on the same page. United front. You are one flesh. Number 4, quick listening communication. Okay, what does it say in James? My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. If people that were in relationships would just live by this one principle in James 1 verse 19. if you were slow to speak, slow to anger, quick to listen, many of you, your whole relationship is getting better. Just with that one principle from the owner's manual. One principle changed your whole relationship. Most communication breakdowns happen because we are preparing our rebuttal while the other person is still speaking. Come on. Is this true? It's okay to validate someone else's feelings. It's okay to validate your spouse's feelings. Are we trying to win an argument, or are we trying to grow, nurture, save, preserve a marriage? You can lower your defenses. This is why partner selection is so important. Because these principles, a lot of times, only work in healthy environments where the other person is not looking to hurt you, not looking to take advantage of you, not looking to harm you. Don't forget that echo technique. Before you respond with your own thought, you must summarize what your spouse said to their satisfaction. Example. So what I'm hearing is that you felt ignored when I checked my phone at dinner. Is that right? Simple, but to the point. Number 5, mutual submission, the servant contest. Try to outserve each other. That's how it should be. Try to outserve each other. Let that be your goal. My hand washes your hand. My hand washes your back. Right? Your hand washes my back. How's that saying go? I haven't heard that saying or used that saying in so long. One hand washes your... Let me look that thing up. What? One hand washes the other. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I don't know what I was doing there. I was like jumbling these two sayings up. But we got it figured out. Ephesians 5, verse 21. Submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. Mutual sacrifice, friends. Mutual sacrifice. What a concept. So beautiful. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. Philippians 2, verse 3. This is love fully scripted, friends. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is effective because it breaks the cycle of selfishness. That is a part of our nature, right? We're born selfish. No one has to train you to be selfish. When one person serves, it often compels the other to reciprocate. Partner selection is important. What is one thing I can do this week to make your life easier or your burden lighter? Coupled with do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Help out. Do the chores. Do things you haven't been asked to do. Go above and beyond for each other. Love is a choice, but it can be cultivated. It should be cultivated. Mutual respect, affection, time spent listening, cuddling, intimacy. You have to work at it. It's just not going to happen by itself. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional. Number 6, guard the garden, friends. An affair, when someone is cheating, rarely starts in the bedroom. It rarely starts in the bedroom, friends. It starts in a conversation or in a lingering look, a lingering thought. The owner's manual advises guarding the heart and the eyes proactively. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from the heart. Proverbs 4, verse 23. Psalms 101, verse 3. I shall set no wicked thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. Job said, I have made a covenant with mine eyes not to look lustfully upon a virgin, upon a young woman. Job was he was cut from a different cloth, friends. All my brothers listening, he made a covenant with his eyes not to look at a woman lustfully, friends. Come on, my brothers. Come on, ladies, because y'all getting hit up too. Because all this social media and everything, now women lusting just like men online. These are the guardrails you must intentionally set up to protect your marriage. You don't want to be hanging out at the cliff, you know? How close can I get to ruining my marriage? How close can I get to wrecking my marriage? Nah, you want guardrails, friends. and you want to step back a couple 100 feet. You want digital transparency, 2025. We need digital transparency as married couples, as couples. Come on, somebody hear me. Come on. Secrets are the enemy of intimacy. You heard me. Secrets are the enemy of intimacy. Never forget this, friend. Never forget this. Emotional walls are built. Be careful about sharing intimate emotional struggles with a member of the opposite sex. Don't go around sharing your intimate emotional struggles with a member of the opposite sex, a coworker, a friend. No work wives, no work husbands, friends. This creates emotional affairs and bonds with people that are not your spouse, that threatens your marriage. You want to remove all parasites. A job that's killing your marriage. A phone, other people, pornography. These are parasites. Be intentional about guarding your marriage, about guarding your garden. And number 7, the importance of you and your spouse knowing what love is. You remember, it's in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not love, it profiteth me nothing. Love suffereth long and is kind. Love envieth not. Love vaunteth not itself. It is not puffed up. It doeth not behave itself unseemly. Come on. Some of you think you're in love. You're just in lust. It seeketh not her own. It is not easily provoked. It thinketh no evil. It rejoiceth not in iniquity, lawlessness, but rejoiceth in the truth. It beareth all things. It believeth all things, hopeth all things, and endureth all things. Love never fails. Friends, if you want to be in a healthy relationship, you must know what love is, be intentional about practicing love, and prayerfully allow God to bring you together with someone who's going to choose to love you. But when you don't know what love is, that opens you up to find yourself in a loveless relationship, in an abusive relationship. My news for you this episode 100. You know why I started this podcast. You know what my desires were in this podcast. You know I lost my wife, and being as married as long as I was, I wanted to also share with you some of the insights from my marriage. And I'm not sure if I accomplished all those goals over these last 99 episodes, but we gave it a try. And I am being called to a decision that was very difficult for me to make in regards to this podcast. I don't know if it'll come back branded a different way, but I'm involved in other ministry. Many of you know over at Go Stand and Preach. And I want to give more time to that. Want to get on maybe one platform and really grow the ministry, be able to really go over all the analytics and data, and not have the iron in too many fires. Is that how it goes? Poker in too many fires. I don't want to spread myself too thin. So this is not the end per se. Okay. But these videos will stay up on YouTube. They'll sit there as a repository so we can come back to 100 episodes. And maybe in the future, I'll have a co-host, maybe. I'm starting to see what content has been working on this channel and what you guys like to see. And so there is a potential that once and if everything works out with the other ministry, who knows, we may be back. We may be back. But friends, we made it all the way to episode 100. So everyone who's been here with me from the beginning, I want to say thank you. Give me some feedback in the chat and let me know if you learned anything over these 100 episodes, leaving you with some key principles that you can take into your future marriage. And I've just enjoyed all the episodes. I think they've gotten better over time. I think right here towards the end, they've gotten a lot better, or at least much better. And I count it a privilege to have been able to spend this time with you. I pray that some of this content has helped somebody with some relationships problems they were having, that it solved some problem and gave you some insights that you could use practically in your own life. No blue pills, no red pills, no black pills, no purple pills. Just love fully scripted from the owner's manual. You can't improve on God. My name is Gordon McGee. This is the No Pillz Podcast, Love Fully Scripted. And I'm signing off. This is not goodbye. This is I will see you later.